Hey everybody! So I'm back with the fourth component of our little movement snack for hip mobility and balance. So if you've been with me for the other parts, we have done 3 short and sweet little circuits in which you can go back and do a second, third, or fourth round, but I'm just taking you through 1 round with proper attention to cueing and form. And yeah, so anyways, we're doing 45 seconds. You could do longer. If you want to hear more, you can go back and listen to my other videos, but rest accordingly. We're gonna do just very minimal rest today with me. So this final round is a little more stretchy, feel good, and of course will entail some balancing. It has to if it's in this little movement snack sequence. But yeah, spinal mobility, a little bit of shoulder mobility, and some balance. That sounds good? Let's get started. Join me on the mat, or wherever you are. You really don't need a mat. The first exercise is called spinal flexion to extension wave. We're gonna also be getting the shoulders to internally rotate, so they hold the whole shoulder and arms spin internally, and the backs of the palms, the backs of the hands will kiss. They're also gonna externally rotate, which means like spin the palms forward. So we're getting some mobility in our arms, in the shoulder joint, right in here. Coupling that with spinal mobility. So hip width apart stance. This is one of my absolute favorite moves. It just is so good and it always triggers a yawn. So whatever time of the day it is, I always yawn when I do this, and I probably will today. So we're standing nice and tall to begin, and we bend the knees generously. Think about tucking your tailbone under, so a lot of deep abdominal work and glutes. To posteriorly tuck the tailbone, posteriorly tuck the pelvis, and you round your spine, becoming a capital letter C or like a big ball. Internal rotation of the shoulders, tapping the backs of the hands, and that's our rounded spine. Now we unravel that wave. We wave into extension, is what I meant to say. We press the hips forward, open the shoulders and the chest, look slightly up, opening our heart, and then we go back into flexion, back into spinal extension. So when we're doing that, when we're in flexion, I want you to really think about rounding the low back as much as you can. And when we're in that standing extension, try not to have too much extension be from your low back. Try to get most of it from your upper mid back. So that's what I want you to just think about. It really is a nuance, a small nuance to that movement that changes it drastically. Here we go. Reset my timer. 45 seconds. Okay. Exhale and round. Tuck that tailbone, feel the abdominals and glutes. And open. You're a blooming flower in the spring. And you shrivel up into a little ball. Become a big, expansive flower. Whatever you're thinking of. And round and become a small little ball shape. And open. And close. Ending with our extension. Nice. Next one, very simple. I'm gonna face you. It's lateral flexion of the spine. So it's a side bend. We shorten one side of the waistline, lengthen the other. Feel the obliques bring us up and switch sides. I'm gonna start the timer. Arms will be beside you. Slide the right hand down your right thigh. Side bend, inhale. And exhale, feel those left obliques help you to re-stack up. From the other side, inhale, slide down your thigh. Exhale to rise back up using your abdominals. Pressing down evenly the whole time through both feet. They're anchoring you down. Or just between those 2 invisible panes of glass. Just going through pure side bending of the spine. These always feel so nice. Finish this round. 1 more to the other side. Timer just went off. Whew, beautiful. So the next one, nice and easy. We're just gonna do been throwing in some Tai Chi Qigong movements. This is just a little like self-massage with a spinal rotation. So there's different ways to do it, but I'm gonna do it the way I was taught in a class I took years ago. So I'm gonna stand kind of like hip-ish, maybe a little wider. In my case right here, feels nice, width apart. And we're gonna be alternating one knee bending, the other leg straightening. And see, just try this, just thinking about the knees. It will bring your pelvis and spine into this little rotation. So it brings your lower body into rotation. If I bend the right knee, my pelvis goes a little to the left, and vice versa. We're gonna couple that with this nice little arm swing. Just imagine your arms are just like limp, wet noodles. They don't have tension in them like this. And you're just letting those arms just swing, tapping like right here near the front of your hip and your belly, and then tapping like at your hip / like low back area, just wherever the hands just kind of naturally tap. So it's pretty soothing. It should be not something you overthink. We're just gonna get started with that, okay? Staying nice and tall through the spine as you twist. Sorry, I just closed my eyes because that's where I go to naturally, just for my own happy place in my practice, but you do not have to close your eyes here. And if it makes you dizzy, looking side to side, keep your gaze fixed ahead of you. The rest of your body can still rotate without the gaze coming with it. But of course, play around if that feels okay and doesn't make you dizzy. This is always such an energizing move. I feel like some days when I'm just really tired, I'll do this for like 5 minutes, have a huge glass of water or some tea, and it's very energizing. All right, our timer went off a moment ago. Sorry, I got caught up in that. So that's the whole series. We've done 4 different movement snacks. You can repeat this if you are tight on time. Literally 1 round is better than nothing. So give yourself a round of applause just for getting through 1 round. I understand how it can be some days. It's just tough to like get anything in for yourself. But know that it's always so wonderful just to carve out those little bits of time, make it a consistent thing that you do for yourself. And you don't have to have the boundaries of, the limitations of, well, I don't have weights, I don't have this, I don't have anywhere safe to go run. You always can find a little sliver of space wherever you are living or outside even, and find ways to get exercises kind of like the ones that I've demonstrated in this series into your weekly routine. So I really loved this last one. It was kind of nice, just getting some spinal mobility, and this is all intended to be stuff that you can just practice and kind of get these exercises in your mind, in your body, and you don't need to come back to these videos. Like, yeah, please don't. I don't want you to always be listening to me and my croaky COVID voice guiding you through this. But yeah, this is something I was able to do staying home in quarantine. So let me know how it goes for you, and I hope it brings you the energy it brought me. I've been very lethargic. I've had a lot of brain fog. And I feel like just getting that little bit of movement in is so pivotal for my mental health. So let me know how it goes for you. And thank you for joining me with this little 4-part movement snack series. All right, thank you. See you guys soon.